Imagine a world run by algorithms, not the ones deciding what cat videos you watch, but ones calling the shots on everything. Global warming? Solved. World hunger? Gone. Imagine a world where every major decision is calculated and optimized for the best possible outcome. No more pointless wars over, well, whatever wars are about. Sounds pretty good, right? Except, maybe not. What if these algorithms start making decisions that we don't fully understand or agree with? Welcome to the world of AI global governance. A place where the lines between human and machine decision-making blur. Where computers make the rules, and humans, well, we'll get to that. Imagine a society where every aspect of life is monitored and controlled by an unseen digital hand. This isn't some sci-fi movie. This is a potential future we are heading towards. AI is already making decisions for us, from what you buy online to how cities manage traffic. It's already deeply integrated into our daily lives. It's not a huge leap to imagine it taking the reins on a bigger scale. Picture AI managing healthcare, education, and even justice systems. Think of it like this. AI is really good at seeing the big picture. It can analyze trends and predict outcomes with incredible accuracy. It can process massive amounts of data, spot patterns we miss, and come up with solutions that would take us years to figure out. The efficiency and precision are unmatched. So maybe letting it run things isn't such a bad idea, right? But what happens when the algorithm's priorities don't align with our human values? Okay, so how would this brave new world actually work? What would it look like in our daily lives? Imagine a massive, interconnected AI network, a digital brain that spans the entire globe. It has access to every bit of data on the planet, climate patterns, economic trends, even your embarrassing online search history. Don't worry, we won't tell. This AI is constantly learning and evolving. Using this treasure trove of information, the AI can model different scenarios, predict outcomes, and make decisions that are optimized for the greater good. It's like having a super intelligent advisor for every aspect of life. Kind of like a super-powered chess engine, but instead of moving pawns, it's managing the entire planet. It's constantly strategizing and planning. Let's say there's a drought in Africa. The AI analyzes weather patterns, crop yields, and global food distribution networks. It takes into account every variable, every possible outcome. It then redirects resources, optimizes shipping routes, and maybe even tweaks some agricultural policies to prevent a famine. It's like having a global logistics expert at your fingertips. No political grandstanding, no bureaucratic delays, just swift, decisive action based on cold, hard data. Sounds pretty efficient, right? Imagine the possibilities for healthcare, education, and beyond. Now, let's talk about the big one, war. It's a topic that has shaped human history in countless ways. Humans have a bit of a knack for conflict. From personal disputes to large-scale battles, it's almost like it's in our DNA. We fight over resources, land, ideologies, even sports teams. The reasons are as varied as they are numerous. But what if we took the human element out of the equation? Imagine a world where decisions are made without human biases. Could an AI prevent war? It's a tantalizing thought. A world governed by logic and reason, free from emotional impulses. An AI wouldn't be driven by emotion, greed, or the desire for power. It would be a neutral party, focused solely on outcomes. It would analyze the potential costs and benefits of conflict, and realize that war is almost always a net negative. The data would speak for itself. Of course, this is all hypothetical. We're venturing into the realm of science fiction, but it's worth considering. We're talking about programming an AI with something as complex and nuanced as morality. It's not just about logic, but understanding human values. How do you teach a machine to value human life? to understand the complexities of international relations? These are questions we must answer. It's a challenge, to say the least. The road ahead is long and filled with obstacles. But hey, if we can teach AI to write poetry and compose symphonies, maybe world peace isn't so far-fetched. The future holds endless possibilities. Here's another thought. Remember elections, campaign promises, lobbyists? What if we could just skip all that? With AI in charge, no more partisan bickering, no more mudslinging campaigns. Decisions would be made based on logic and data, not personal agendas or the need to appease donors. Sounds refreshing, doesn't it? Of course, this assumes that the AI would be completely impartial, which is a big assumption. After all, even AI is shaped by its creators. Who decides what values to program into the system? Who controls the data it uses to make decisions? These are critical questions, and there's no easy answer. Section 5. The end of traffic jams and other small wins. Let's move on to something a little less existential, everyday life. Imagine a world where traffic flows smoothly, public transportation is a breeze, and your garbage is always collected on time. With AI managing things, these mundane aspects of our lives could become significantly more efficient. The AI could optimize traffic flow in real time, predict and prevent infrastructure failures, and even personalize your commute based on your schedule and preferences. And it's not just about logistics. AI could revolutionize healthcare, providing personalized treatment plans and early diagnoses. It could transform education, tailoring learning experiences to individual students' needs. The possibilities are pretty much endless. Section 6. But what about my Spotify playlist? Now for the big question. What happens to our freedom in this AI-run utopia? Will we be forced to listen to Mozart all day? Will our Spotify playlists be replaced by algorithms deemed optimal for our productivity? Will we all be forced to wear those sensible but unfashionable jumpsuits from sci-fi movies? Here's the thing. AI taking over doesn't necessarily mean the end of individual expression. It's about finding a balance between collective well-being and personal freedom. Maybe the AI can nudge us towards more sustainable choices, but ultimately, we still get to decide what we eat, what music we listen to, and yes, even what we wear. Section 7. The Robot Uprising. Just kidding? Maybe? Okay, let's address the elephant in the room. What about the robot uprising? Will our AI overlords eventually decide that humans are the problem and try to wipe us out? It's a common trope in science fiction, but in reality, it's highly unlikely. AI, at its core, is a tool. It's only as good or as bad as the humans who create and control it. The real danger isn't a sentient AI turning against us, but rather humans misusing AI for their own gain. Imagine an authoritarian regime using AI to control its citizens, or corporations using it to exploit consumers. These are the real threats we need to be wary of. Section 8. Humans. Are we really that hard to manage? Let's be honest, humans can be a bit of a handful. We're emotional, unpredictable, and often irrational. We make mistakes, we act selfishly, and sometimes we just make bad choices. So, maybe an AI with its superior processing power and unbiased algorithms wouldn't be so bad after all. At least, that's what the AI would like us to think. But here's the thing about being human. It's our flaws, our imperfections, that make us interesting. It's our ability to love, to hope, to dream, that makes life worth living. An AI might be able to create a perfectly efficient world, but would it be a world worth living in? Section 9. Life in the Age of AI Overlords. So, what will life be like in this AI-governed future? It's hard to say for sure. Maybe we'll spend our days pursuing artistic passions, leaving the day-to-day management of the world to our benevolent AI overlords. Or maybe we'll find new ways to challenge ourselves, to push the boundaries of human ingenuity, even in a world where everything seems optimized. The truth is, the future is unwritten. AI has the potential to reshape our world in profound ways, both for better and for worse. The choices we make today will determine what that future looks like. So let's make sure we choose wisely. Section 10. The future. A giant question mark. In the end, the idea of AI taking over global governance is both exciting and terrifying. It's a future full of possibilities, but also fraught with risks. It forces us to ask fundamental questions about ourselves, about what it means to be human, and about the kind of world we want to create for future generations. One thing's for sure, it's going to be one heck of a ride.